Jermaine.
Thank you so much, John. Well, 68-year-old Roanoke native Mike Morris is about to beat the odds to hit a personal milestone when it comes to participating in triathlons. Now, tomorrow morning at 9, the 24th Smith Mountain Lake Triathlon will be held at Smith Mountain Lake State Park. An event originator, Mike Morris, will be participating tomorrow. It will be his 300th triathlon, and the road to get to this milestone wasn't easy. Now, last year, Mike was diagnosed with stage 4 renal cancer. This disease didn't stop him from swimming, biking, and running his way to the goal.
And I did a triathlon 10 days before it was diagnosed, but I was having a problem with my speech, and they wouldn't let me, it wouldn't let me form words. So I ran 4.5 miles the day I went to the hospital, and the person I was running with called my son, and he called my wife, and she said, "You're going to the emergency room." So I went to the emergency room. They did an MRI, did a CAT scan, and Dr. Marco came in that morning. The morning I spent the night, came in that morning at 8 o'clock, and he says, "We're taking this tumor out." But he didn't think it was cancerous. But when the path report came back on August the 5th, it had renal cells attached to it.
From that moment, Mike didn't stop living. He made his push to do more triathlons. Overall, Morris's drive to participate in triathlons has taken him to all 50 states and several countries. His first triathlon came back in 1985 in Richmond. To train for the triathlons, he gets up at 4 in the morning to swim, and later in the day, he bikes and/or runs. Morris shares the keys of being a triathlete.
If you could run a 5K, if you can bike 12 miles, if you can swim 3/4, it's 750 meters, it's like a little more than half a mile. So that's all you got to do, and those are pretty good distances for a beginner.
When you look at Morris, you wouldn't think he would be battling stage 4 renal cancer. And he's not letting cancer stop him from living his daily life and taking things one day at a time.
No one gave me a handbook for stage 4 renal cancer. So I didn't, I kept swimming and biking and running and doing the things that I've been doing. And it, other than those drugs make me really slow and tired, I just keep going on. And if one person out there gets the diagnosis that I have and doesn't roll up in a ball and die, or, has the strength to fight it and to go at it like I have, then making my story public is well worth it.
Now, Kathleen, currently Mike's cancer is in his kidney, and he will go to get a scan for his cancer in May. And then the biggest goal he has grandchildren that should be born later on this year, and that's his goal, to survive and get there, and of course participate in more triathlons.
Wow, great story, very inspirational.
Yeah, truly. If you say you can't do something, watch his piece, and that should inspire you.
Yeah,
so definitely an inspiring man. Thank you for sharing that story, Jermaine.
You're welcome.
Coming up.